So, this is not the Mark 28, I swear. I did not, instead paint it, just put a red piece, a red lower unit, and all this gross stuff off. Here, Rail of Flame, I am touching the Mark 28. And, yeah, this is, okay, so let's get in. Today will really just be, I guess, a small update video. I don't want to do too much, but I mean, small update video, but really it's going to be about this thing. Not working on it, just talking about it. So, this is a wannabe Merc 100/28. So, really, it's a Merc 200 with a Mark 28, power head, and a Merc 100 top cow. So, it's kind of confused, but I mean, I guess, whatever, can be confused. I got this engine for free from someone I know from racing, so thank you. So the only thing that I have done is taken the cover off and look at the actual power head. It seems to have all gears. It is, the cover does not like going on. I took it off, and the cover hasn't been, there we go. But then again, this cover's like 15 pounds. So it's like, whatever, it sees somewhat, sorta. Here's the underneath of it. Okay, this is neutral. So yeah, I just kind of sees the choke isn't as responsive as it's really supposed to. There's just small little problems here and there with it. So that will be either the next engine or the engine after. We have, my original next engine was going to be an actual Merc 100, but of course that was before I got this free engine. Merc 100 was also free. But that wasn't mine, that was my grandfather's. This is, I guess, actually mine. I'm going to call it mine until I hear otherwise. So, yeah, I guess we will be rebuilding this. Now, it actually shifts a lot better than mine does. That's a big problem. Okay, so let's move out of this thing. We're going to keep it here in the shot. But we're going to talk about my Mark 28. Or the Mark 28. Not the Mark 200 from Mark 28. Well, I guess, okay. This engine is planned. We're either going to make it into a Mark 28A. Because we have a Mark 20. We have two Mark 28s. One's mine. One's my grandfather's. We have a Mark 28 AD, which is on my boat right now, not running. I guess we can talk about that later in this video. But right now, we could make this into a Mark 28 and have all three of them. And if we do make this into a Mark 28, it's gonna be white with the blue on black, cause that's a good color. Love it. Both agreed on it within like 5 seconds of us knowing that we had this. But, not 5 seconds, but, I mean, okay. So, there won't be, this will probably be the last video for a couple weeks, because we have 2 weeks until Antique event. My plan is to have the Mark 28 on the boat for the Antique event. Have it at least on the boat. We're going to have the 28 AD on the boat, and then we're going to bring it if we have it completed, which I really am crossing my fingers. So I'm going to, of course, it could probably take me a week of regular summer to complete this engine, but since I'm starting up with school, I only have nights. So I have a week of nights, and this weekend we have to take the our boat out. So that's going to really compromise my whole schedule with this Mark 28. And I'm not going to stay cooped up in my basement for the first 2 weeks of school. But I'm going to try to put as much time and effort I can without affecting me with my regular daily life. Over there on a shelf, I have the power head completely assembled, and all the other parts that haven't been painted yet are going to be painted not Monday. What's Monday? Well, Monday for me. And then I'll be able to work on it Tuesday. So my plan would be to have the Diana floats and the drivetrain housing together by Tuesday night. So on Wednesday I can plop the power head in and have that done. And then all we have to do is midsection, because we're not rebuilding the lower unit. We just have to put it on. So doesn't seem that hard. The really thing I'm worried about is I can show you. Right here you can't see, but there's a thing like where the water and oil and all that, there's springs down there, and I'm really worried about that. So that's where we are with the Mark 28. Just gonna take time, I guess, and I have to bring out these 2 weeks without affecting my regular life to get it done. Now, earlier in this video I talked about a Mark 28 AD. 2017, I'm gonna say 2017, we brought it to an antique event, the one this 2 weeks. It didn't pump water, we still drove it because we didn't know it didn't pump water because we were silly then. And we blew up the engine. We brought it back. My grandfather took the drive shaft unit apart, which is hard. Put a new water pump in, forgot about it. In August we went to an antique event with the motor. It was too hard to pull over. It's just bleh. Okay, so we brought it back. Okay, pretty bad week. It was fun. But we had 2 of the 3 engines that we brought didn't start, and the one engine that didn't start we knew started. So we brought it, rebuilt the power head at the same time we rebuilt mine, rebuilt them both together. This morning, the morning of me filming this, try to start it, still hard to pull, can't start it. No water, easy. And then, we take the spark plugs out, forget what we were checking, just took the spark plugs out. I'm swaying like, this is really easy. So now we're thinking, before then we were thinking it's something in the lower unit. But no, we do the drill up here, there's water coming out. So we try to do that when the water's pumping. When we burnt the engine, the metal plate in the water jacket busted. And we don't take those off, or my grandfather doesn't take them off because you almost always strip them. So we brought it down, we took them all out, not a single one broke. It was 7 for 7. Very good. And yeah, it was destroyed. So we ordered a new one of those. So hopefully that should fix the whole problem with it. Because it did start, we had it running. It's just that. So now we're going to hope that fixes it. So, I guess this concludes the update video with the Merc 200, the Mark 28, and the Mark 28D. Like you can see the power head, just does not look good. And then the red, but nevertheless, free engine, who's not going to take it. See you guys.